For this video, my first one of 2021, let this be a chance for me to list my top 5 best itchy and scratchy moments from The Simpsons. It is obvious that the premise of a mouse who victimizes a cat on a regular basis would inevitably serve as the influence on Happy Tree Friends. It is also obvious that I make no secret of my affinity for The Simpsons, especially since many of my best memories of the 90s are those relating to my anticipation for it coming on each Thursday night. And as divisive as the fandom surely gets over whether or not it is worth watching anymore, do not expect me to get into any spiels concerning that in this video. Plus, do not expect me to include any itchy and scratchy moments first appearing any later than the early 90s. That said, without further ado, these are my top 5 itchy and scratchy moments. Number 5. My Bloody Valentine, from I Love Lisa. First aired during Season 4, on February 11th, 1993. This gets the lowest ranking for obvious reasons. Namely, my distaste for a certain holiday that happens to occur on the 14th of February. However, this segment is worthy of a mention, as Itchy, being his usual psychopathic self, basically takes the high road and goes the road of Kano in Mortal Kombat, by ripping out Scratchy's heart. Due to him not having a Valentine to present to Scratchy, he presents Scratchy's heart to him as a Valentine. That said, of course, Scratchy does not realize what has happened until it is too late. When he returns home and places his heart on the shelf, in the newspaper he sees that he needs a heart to live. However, before he can reach his shelf, boom! He is literally stiff as a board. By the way, it is rather ironic that Homer laughs at this when he had cardiovascular problems 4 episodes prior to this in Homer's Triple Bypass. Then again, this is not exactly a show that is known for perfect continuity. Number 4. I'm Getting Buried in the Morning, from Bart's Friend Falls in Love. First aired during Season 3 on May 7th, 1992. Personally, I like this one a lot more than 4 Funerals and a Wedding from A Star Is Burns from Season 6. To describe this one, basically, Scratchy is getting married, and surprise, surprise, the minister who presides over the ceremony happens to be Itchy himself. He proceeds to utilize his hat like a circular saw in a 1-2 punch, severing not only Scratchy's head, but his bride's head too. The severed heads are then connected to the car like tin cans on a newlywed couple's car, which, of course, is driven by Itchy. Who says violence and romance do not mix when you have this and just about any interpretation of Romeo and Juliet to suggest otherwise? Number 3. Cat Splat Fever, from Radio Bart. First aired during Season 3 on January 9th, 1992. The segment opens with Scratchy finding a suicide note on Itchy's bed, then looking out of the window to see who else? Itchy appearing to jump down the well in the yard outside. In a split, he quickly reacts to this, only to realize that it was very much a ruse. Much like Bart's prank in Radio Bart itself, which also happened to involve a well. As Scratchy subsequently falls prey to an alligator in at least 3 bites. Eventually, Scratchy then emerges as an angel, playing a harp, only to be shot in the head by Itchy with a revolver. Speaking of which, it is rather appropriate how this segment's title doubles as a pun which references a song by Ted Nugent, Cat Scratch Fever, and its ending happens to also involve a gun. And it is no secret that Ted Nugent has a strong affinity for firearms. Number 2, Little Barbershop of Horrors, From the Front. First aired during Season 4 on April 15th, 1993. This segment, which was ghostwritten by Bart and Lisa, crediting Grandpa Simpson, opens with Itchy as Scratchy's barber. Like any other segment, obviously this will not end well, as Itchy uses barbecue sauce instead of shampoo, then opening a box of flesh-eating ants, which reveals Scratchy's skull. Plus, as Bart says, the rest writes itself, as shown by the ending, which is the icing on the cake, with Elvis Presley shooting his TV screen when he sees Scratchy, like he would in real life when he saw Robert Goulet or Mel Torme on screen. What I gained from this, one could only imagine what kind of carnage that Itchy would get up to at Scratchy's expense if he were a dentist. And finally, number 1, Messenger of Death, from Itchy and Scratchy and Marge, first aired during Season 2 on December 20th, 1990. Being that the episode Itchy and Scratchy and Marge had originally aired on the night before my 6th birthday, this obviously deserves top ranking, in my honest opinion. Of all Itchy and Scratchy moments appearing over the course of the episode, this unequivocally gets my vote as the best one. The segment begins as Itchy disproves the saying, "Don't shoot the messenger," by literally being the messenger who shoots. In this case, with a bazooka, which, predictably enough, Itchy points at Scratchy's face and proceeds to leave nothing but a skull. Later on, Itchy hits Scratchy in the back of the head with a sledgehammer, dislodging his eyes, then substituting them with cherry bombs. Once again, Scratchy does not catch on to this until it is too late, and boom! To conclude my top 5, here are some honorable mentions. In no specific order they are: 100-Yard Gash, from Lisa's First Word, first aired during Season 4 on December 3rd, 1992. My Dinner with Itchy, from Homer Defined, first aired during Season 3 on October 17th, 1991. Germs of Endearment, from Marge and Chains, first aired during Season 4 on May 6th, 1993. House of Pain, or This Old Mouse, from Burns Verkaufen der Kraftwerk, first aired during Season 3 on December 5th, 1991. Flay Me to the Moon, from Homer the Heretic, first aired during Season 4 on October 8th, 1992. All in all, that's it. To those of you listening to this, I hope you enjoyed it. What are your favorite Itchy and Scratchy moments ever to happen on The Simpsons? Please let me know. Thank you.